A judge today ordered the administration to fully fund SNAP benefits. They were told earlier that it'd be a partial payment, which helps not the 40 million people who need everything about it. The vice president, though, Vice President JD Vance, called it an absurd ruling. They are vowing to appeal in the Justice Department. I can see from your facial expression that you are either not surprised or dumbstruck by this.
I'm not surprised. It honestly breaks my heart. Like, I don't really care how people feel about me as an individual. I'll be real with you. I signed up to do this work because I care. And we are in a position to really make people recognize and realize the American dream. And instead, every day, people are waking up with nightmares. And these nightmares are because we have decided that we are going to be the ones to deal them to them. And when I say we, I have to take this as a collective because I am a part of the federal government at this point in time. And it is so frustrating to me to have people that believed in me to represent a district of 766,000 people and to know the numbers, to know that the people that will be more impacted detrimentally, knowing that it's their elected officials. We know when it comes to healthcare, whether we're talking about SNAP benefits, we know that we are fighting so much harder for the people that Republicans elected to represent them than the Republicans that were elected to represent them. And I just want people to remember this because it seems like there was a bit of amnesia by the time we got to this last presidential. And right now we saw amazing results on November 4th, but it doesn't stop there. It can't stop there. As soon as you relax and believe that everything is all good, I am here to tell you that the Grim Reaper is lurking. And sadly enough, the Grim Reaper is the president and his minions at this point.
Does it concern you that it's not the SNAP benefits or even the ACA that might be the straw that breaks the camel's back, but instead the flight situation? You've seen the footage of Houston. You've heard about flights being reduced, chaos at the airports, coming to an airport near every American. Is that what's going to move the needle?
I personally believe it is. We know that this president definitely is good at setting certain records, and they're usually losing issues. He had the longest shutdown before, and as you opened up, you talked about the fact that we are sitting in now the longest. So he topped his old record. But when you look back at history, it was the air traffic controllers that were able to finally bring this thing to a halt last time. Now, what they did is they modified the law. Instead of allowing these federal workers to do what is best, not only for them, but best for the rest of federal workers, best for the rest of the country, they decided that they wanted to minimize their ability to organize in that same way so that they could not ultimately stop a shutdown going forward. So it is no surprise. And honestly, I applaud all federal workers that have consistently decided to show up with no guarantee that they'll get their money anytime soon, right? Knowing that they could probably go and get a job somewhere else, knowing that they were never paid their due in the first place, and knowing that the members of Congress, especially the House, that we are continuously being paid. And if there is anybody that is not working, it is the House. And we know that the House Republican Speaker has failed to bring us in. He could have brought us in and passed all 12 appropriation bills and sat them right there on the desk of the Republicans in the Senate. And they could have been voting. They could have been opening up different parts of the government gradually. We could have been doing work. But because he's decided to prioritize protecting pedophiles, we couldn't get it done.